What is going on, guys? Welcome to Stock Talk with Nico Criticos. Today, we're going to be taking a look over this stock that I got a request to do from yesterday, and that is Micron. And so Micron has not been a bad performer at all. The stock's up 112% in the last 5 years, so not too bad. But if we look at the company's revenue, we can see that in the last 10 years, it's been all over the place. There's been good years, there's been bad years, and there's not a whole lot of consistent growth going on. So last 10 years, we're looking at an average of 4% revenue growth per year, which is not really what I'm looking for. Free cash flow, same thing, up and down, all over the place. Net income, I mean, 2023, they lost almost $6 billion. And then the other years, I mean, 2024, it looks like they're barely making a profit. And it's just all over the place. There's no consistency. So it's going to make it hard for the stock to, it just makes it hard for everything. It makes it hard to predict the stock price. It makes it hard for the company to predict things for the future. It's just not a good situation. Balance sheet has gotten worse over the last couple of years. The cash has been roughly the same, and the debt has grown to now over $13 billion. So that's not a great thing either. Um, Other than that, let's take a look at, and I looked even at to see what the billionaires and the big money are doing. There's not a whole lot of activity. As you can see, there's just a couple companies that were buying and two were selling. So there's not a whole lot of significant activity there. If we look at the valuation, this is the price to sales ratio. And so it's definitely not on the cheap side, really. It's pretty much the second highest it's been in the last decade. So not really at a great bargain right now either. Analysts have their EPS jumping to $9 EPS. That is crazy. And then a little over $12 EPS next year. So they're saying this year they're expected to do $9. So if this is a $97 stock divided by 8.9, we're looking at about 11 times forward earnings. Not bad at all. So that's a lot better. Then if we look at next year's earnings, we're really paying 7.5 times. So I'm not sure if they got a new deal going on or something, and that's why earnings are expected to jump up like crazy. But and same thing with revenue, 52% growth this year, then 20% revenue growth next year is very strong. So that's a different story. That could be a great short-term catalyst, right? That could mean maybe the stock goes back up to $150 or something like that. So maybe there is money to be made here. But again, that's really, it's most likely going to be a short-term thing. And what I mean by that is it's going to be a great bullish catalyst for 2025. And then if things keep playing out the way they've been playing out these last 10, 15 years, then who knows? 2026, it could drop in half again, right? So it's just, that's not really what I'm looking for. I mean, I'm looking for more consistency. And so let's see if we have net income 778 million. And as you can see, it's been all over the place, but trailing 12 months, we're looking at still a slight improvement. So yeah, I mean, I don't really like playing these short-term games where it's like, I hope they reach this huge EPS number and maybe the stock will go up this year. And then, I mean, I want a consistent business that has proven that year after year they can knock numbers out of the park. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking just for a one-time, two-time thing where the stock might go up on excitement because there's a jump in earnings. And then after that, you don't know what to expect because that's what the company always does. So I'm not really looking for that. If they do these numbers though, then yeah, the stock's going to go up, right? And let's see, what is this? So they lost money last year, and that's why the stock came down a lot, right? And then it went back up, and now we're back here. So it's hard to say, but let's say, I don't know, if those numbers go up the next 12 months like they're expected to, then sure, I could see this being a $130, $150 stock, something like that. But it is not one that I am interested in. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.